let's just continue forward, right?
So,
And I have my light.
as Finn watches, so like while this was happening, Finn was watching you, Velaryn, but he kind of looked away when you put your arm around Nosalyn, and then joined in the confusion of like where there's water, there's jumping. I guess that's true.
I mean, it's not wrong. I mean, it doesn't make any sense, but it's not wrong.
Anyway, I think this is a kitchen. Yeah, it's a room with lots of metal boxes with cavities. There are boxes with cavities inside. Walls are lined with knives. There's like some weird, like oval-shaped things and mini tridents. What is this place?
They can't even really do anything. These small tridents. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do a perception check. See if we can find any like remnants of land dwellers, or maybe they're like hiding in cabinets or something. I don't know how small these guys are. I don't think I've ever seen a land dweller.
Oh, sure. You can.
Investigation check?
Yeah, you can investigate the kitchen, yeah.
Investigation or perception, whatever you. What do you think is appropriate?
Are you like doing a precursory look around, or are you?
I'm doing just like a precursory
That's
look.
perception, yeah. It's a perception thing. We can just kind of look around.
Well, that's not gonna do it. That's a 7.
Okay, Nosalyn will look with you.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
I guess that's another perception?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm convinced that this ship is trying to kill us.
I've perceived a dirty 20.
Okay, so the kitchen, you look at the. I'm trying to think of how this would translate in your head. So you look at their, they have like they have these metal tables, and you open and one looks like it has this thing that can open, and you open it and look inside, there's just this open. So you're like, why do they have these big boxes? You open the cabinet to find more odds and ends of the assortments, and you notice that it was not very neat or tidy, like almost like it was left in a hurry. And as you're looking, you notice that there's this server's window that looks out into a mess hall that is very dim. It doesn't have a lot of the lights working. So do you move towards the mess hall?
Okay, well, I'm gonna report my findings. So Nosalyn is gonna like turn to the rest of the group. I do feel like that we are a little too alone in this place. It doesn't look like the people who were last year kept it tidy. What do you think that means with everything we've been through so far?
Well, I mean, it definitely does point towards them being desperate and not knowing what to, sorry, I'm just hearing some stuff. So,
Makes
yeah.
me wonder how much effort this whole thing will be worth.
Oh, come now. This is
Find out
for...
what's going on with this?
I mean, anything in the name of Lockheed is worth doing.
I'm not interested in the name of Lockheed.
So while you were talking, Finn had walked into the mess hall, and then you hear him from the mess hall going, "Guys, you should see this."
Rush over. Or at hand.
The room was dimly lit, with a few sparks of flickering gem lights. And as soon as Velaryn walks in with her light on her orb, you are all filled with this cold dread. You see a hand poking out from an overturned table, clearly a land dwellers. And clearly no longer attached to a body.
I just kind of poke the hand. Does it move?
No, it doesn't move. But as you move towards the table and look beyond it, you see a disturbing carnage. About a dozen bodies are splayed on the ground in misshapen forms. The land dwellers have hairy faces and short bodies. The deformities appear to be the result of something or someone biting them and tearing the flesh off. Strangely, there's no blood. And there appears to have been some sort of effort to mop up the blood. You look down at the faded bloodstains and notice that whatever they used to mop it up, to soak up the blood, was small and had round edges.
What could have done this? And I'm gonna like get in close and kind of peer in and be like, oh, kind of try to hold my breath a little bit, and I want to make a nature check. I don't think I'll be able to discern it at all, but Velaryn would be curious.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make a nature check to try to discern what matter of beast could have done this. I mean, the only thing that I could think of that's large enough is a shark, but that's a 7. I don't know. This is.
Yeah, you are stumped. You are unfamiliar with land dwellers. Sonom, do you want to do something? So you raise your hand.
Regross and touch the hand and to try and determine how long it's been since they died.
Oh, okay. I guess that would be a nature check.
Or what check?
A nature check?
Nature.
Oh, actually, that would be a medicine check. That falls under medicine.
Okay, so untrained, I just add my wisdom or no?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Plus.
Wisdom.
That's 3. Oh, wisdom?
Okay.
Nature. Oh, no, sorry, that's nature. Wisdom is plus 2, so. Yes, plus 2.
Okay, what's the total?
Oh, I'm sorry.
What's-
It's 20. Sorry, it's dirty 20.
Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
that's.
And I'm like, there is.
Ooh. So,
When did this tunnel appear? That's amazing.
The wind tunnel is chasing us down.
you touch the hand, it hasn't decayed a lot, but it's cold. So you can determine that it's been long enough to lose its heat, but not long enough to start to decay a lot. So it's less than a week, maybe like within the past 3 days. I mean, don't quote me on that. I don't know. It's the stages of body decay, but yeah, you're like.
But so it can't be too late. It's just. It's a very. Go. Sort of like is about to throw it down, but then just slowly lays it down and so it lays like this on the table, like.
Yeah, and I've been like closely investigating like these bodies, and I'm like, I don't know, whatever this is unworldly. I've never seen anything like this.
Suddenly, the vessel lurches. Anything that wasn't tied down slides towards the front nose of the ship as it nosedives into the waters. Finn grips onto one of you. All of you make deck saves just to avoid falling over.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hey, not bad.
Alright, I will count that. That was a 17.
Okay.
I also got a 710.
Okay.
That will be a 13.
Okay,
Heavy boy.
yeah, you just plant your axe back down, and then Finn holds on to you, as per usual. There's like the loose articles, like the tables themselves have been bolted, but it's this really uncomfortable sight as the bodies like flop down and then pile up at one end. And Finn looks at you guys, and you can see this blood coming out of his ears as he says, "We have to get to the pressure chamber and fill it. It's the tube room."
Oh no, we're descending.
Alright, well, Nosalyn's going.
You feel the pressure in the air just start to increase on you as you're being pressed. And it's
I have a question.
yeah.
If Nosalyn lives down at the bottom of the ocean, there's a lot of pressure anyway. Does she care?
Yes, because you have to acclimate over time.
Shocking. With the shock to the senses.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't descend this quickly and not receive damage, like, because you're as underwater dwellers, you probably would have an organ that would like do your buoyancy and like pressurized.
But changing pressure like super quickly is not good.
Yeah,
for
you
us.
have to take time doing it. And since you're like nosediving down, it's like it's painful. That's why you can't just as a diver, you can't just like submerge really quickly because your ears like pop and bleed and stuff. So that could happen. That's what's happening. You're going down too quickly.
All right, I guess we're going back to the wind tunnel.
And not only that, this whole vessel could be crushed with us in it. It's not meant to withstand this. And he goes on this long explanation of
All right,
pressure.
enough words.
I casually just lift him up so I can hold him under my arm and just sort of clomp towards the other, like, you just keep talking, babe. That sounds great.
You backtrack through the freezer room. The electricity is still running rampant through the broken coils.
Ah, jeez.
They writhe in a worm-like way and writhe and wiggle sporadically. Sparks glint across the ground as pressure rises. What do you guys want to do?
Nosalyn, do you think you'll be able to cut these wires with your trident at all?
I just said it's not a good idea to attack live whales.
I'm not interested in doing that.
And he's like, she would fry. Don't do that.
Right, terrible idea.
Throw axe.
That would just result in more sparks. Hang on. Let me help me look for an access panel. So everyone make, I guess, intelligence checks. Yeah, make investigation checks to help her find a panel.
Ah, terrible.
Oh, that was no good. I rolled a 5 even, so.
I rolled a 7. Do I have any investigation? No, I don't.
Alright, what did Sonom get? 12. Okay, that's you guys are looking and looking, and it takes longer than you would really like to as your heads begin to disorient, and you guys take 3 points of damage from the pressurization increase. And then Finn, finally, he looks at Sonom and then pushes past you and lifts up these like ropes, and then he's like, "Oh, here's the panel," and kind of like lifts it open. It's a little rusty, and then he flicks a few of the switches off, and you see in the next room as it like becomes dark. So you guys can now safely cross the freezer room. You watch the last of the sparks subside.
Cast light.
Yeah.
So at least we can see where we're going.
So with Velaryn leading the way, you guys cross to the other side. then you approach. There we go. Okay, you backtrack through the freezer room. You come back to the tube room and find that the door has been locked. You pound on it and realize that there's water on the other side of the tube room.
Oh, it's filled.
Yes, that's what. Yeah, Finn explains that that's how the vessel achieves buoyancy, as it fills with air or water. That's how it rises and descends. So he comes over and looks at this other panel on the wall and says, "All right, okay, my dwarven runes are a little rusty."
Here, let me help you. Take Lockheed's blessing as I put my hand on him and give him guidance.
Okay.
So that's D4.
Okay, that's 11. It takes him a little bit of time. You guys take 2 more damage from pressurization.
Ouch.
And then he says, okay, there's an emergency release valve. I'm gonna need Nosalyn and Sonom to go to each end. You have to crank them at the same time, so he points you to the end of the hall. And anyway, you guys can get to either end of the strength checks again. Open valve.
Strong boys.
Okay, baby needs new pair of shoes. Alright. That. I got a 15.
Hey, go.
+7. God, I'm bad at math. Oh, that's 21.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the 2 of you nod at each other and then crank the valves. One's a little rusted. It takes a little minute, and then you nozzle, you kind of muscle it, move your shoulder into it, and the vessel. You hear the tube room start to flush out the water, and then you hear the wind tunnel below again, and the vessel uprights itself and begins to rise again. And Finn exhales. Okay, we should be okay. You feel the pressure start to ease off of you, and Finn then turns a couple of knobs and he says, "All right, the pressurization should be able to adjust in a couple minutes."
We should find the engine.
Yeah, I second that.
Can I look for a map engraved on some wall?
Like posted on the wall or something.
Better than wandering around.
Like the mall directory.
Yeah, mall directory.
Yeah, there had to be some sort of mall directory somewhere, you know.
Yeah.
Emergency exits, fire exits.
My name is Bill. I don't really know where the mess hall is. I should have a map.
Yeah, so make an investigation check.
Alright. Investigate. I'm smart, so. Yeah, I got 12.
Okay. So you look around, and I'll say that you find a basic layout of the vessel.
Okay.
It looks like there are 3 tiers of living quarters, and a bottom 4th tier that's maintenance. That's all maintenance. The 3rd one also has a little bit of maintenance. So you need to go from the 4th floor to the 2nd floor to the control room.
Alright.
And to get there, you need to backtrack to the storage room and go through a different door.
Okay, storage room, that was where we found the grain thing, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Alright.
Great
Alright, excellent.
job,
So Nosalyn's gonna turn around and be like, talk about the best way to get to the engine room.
Okay, yeah. So
I looks back at the little schematic and the wait. Is it a schematic that's like nailed to the wall, or should we take it and liberate it from this room and then take it with us on the new journey?
It's a very basic layout. It's just like
But is it like attached to a wall so you can yank it off?
yeah, it's attached to the wall. So
Are you gonna yank it off?
Take it with you. I'll say that like you'll generally like you're not gonna get lost, but it also will take a long time to get there.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. You have this.
Yeah.
Bolts come free. It's not free when you take it off because you had to wiggle the metal off and like make it brittle enough to break off. And
yeah, the part where it says you are here, now it says you are here.
Oh, her.
You are her.
You are here. I turn towards
Sonom points, nods.
I turn towards Nosalyn. I'm like, great job. Now we have our heading.
four of you.
Rather than wasting more time here and risking more. She doesn't finish her sentence, she just kind of goes a little shudder.
Yes, there's definitely larger things at work within this vessel, and we should hurry.
The four of you pass back through the storage room. And notice that with the nosedive, the crate shifted. There's a door that you hadn't noticed before because it had been concealed behind the top of the boxes. You open the door with ease. Finally, something is unlocked, and the gem lights flutter to life to reveal a long, empty corridor. You are again struck by the headaches, and it's something that's almost familiar to you at this point. But this time, the pain subsides and remains as a dull thrum in your head. Oh, I hate these.
This isn't the pressure, is it?
It can be a side effect, but we got those under the trenches, remember?
Right. I hope that snake isn't back here again.
Bubbling growl, like.
As you begin to walk, it's just a straight corridor down.
I'm going to rub my earring. Lucky, grant me your blessing. And I'm going to just make a perception check with guidance.
Okay.
Everything's spoopy. Wow, that is poop. I rolled an 11.
Oochie Georgie.
You concentrate and look around as you guys are walking, treading carefully. You can feel the vessel shift with you as it bobs in the water and adjusts. And as you're walking, you can smell something that's faintly sweet. And then the corridor seems to wiggle and wobble, swim and mutate. I need everyone to make con saves and wisdom saves.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
yeah.
My body and my mind is betraying
That was
me.
my con save. We'll just call it that.
Alright, let's do.
Wait,
20.
I'm not having questions.
Would I be able to add guidance to this or not? This is like reactionary.
I don't know.
Okay,
I have the foresight to.
that's fine. Alright,
Okay.
alright, not.
All right, my numbers are 14 for con, 11 for wisdom.
Come on, I'm supposed to be good at wisdom.
Twinsies. A dirty 20 for con, and I got an 11 for wisdom.
Not bad.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna wait to tell you until you're all ready. And knees weak. My arms are spaghetti.
Okay, sorry. What was Kristen's again?
14 con, 11 wisdom.
Okay. Alright, what did you get, Velaryn?
I got 14 con and 15 wisdom.
Okay. Okay, you feel a little woozy, a little sleepy. You guys just see Finn just flop over.
Aww.
Then
Can I try to pick this sweet boy over?
yeah, you
Heal it
can
over.
try to help him up.
Alright. I'm gonna cradle his little sweet little elf head.
Okay, he's what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just
You're
holding
holding
him.
him?
Yeah, I'm just holding him.
Aw, tender. He hang on. Great. So I'm gonna message some of you guys with secrets.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. What the heck? Where do I check? I'm sorry.
Because I could have sworn I wrote this out and I was gonna copy and paste it, but of course I can't find it when I'm in the middle of this.
Check that right now.
Control F isn't an option. The only thing that saves me when I lose things, please find it for me. I can't search. I can't apparently read when I'm scrolling really fast.
Control F. Control F.
Texts too. I noticed that recently. I was like, oh, what was that one thing I said about that appointment 3 months ago?
All right, I'll just do it this way because I don't want it to be this thing that goes on forever. So both Sonom and Nosalyn, you guys just feel the headache turn into this high-pitched whine, and you are filled with this it's just this need to consume things. And so in the sense that you need to destroy it and eat it. So do as you will with that, as both of you are consumed with this newfound will, and then Velaryn having a precious moment with Finn, who sorry, I just felt. He pauses and just stares up
I'm
at
holding
Velaryn.
this small boy, and I'm just like, well, he's not a small boy, but still.
He's tiny.
He's smallish in my hands, and I'm like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Alright.
So really sleepy all of a sudden.
I turn towards my companions, and I'm like, alright, I don't know what that was, but we should get going. Come on.
Velaryn, I imagine you have a good vantage point on this. I want you to know that I, Nosalyn, because, Sonom sort of stays at the back so as not to obscure anyone's view. However, it is like looking at a small mountain as the frills on her head and neck sort of slowly spread outward and start to vibrate. And you hear this slow rumbling and just hear the wetness of her mouth open slowly as she bares all of her teeth, and that is a warning. Because hungry boy is hungry.
Hungry boy, hungry. I have a question. Is it just us in the room? Is there anything else?
It's just doing corridor.
Yeah, I see Sonom just like frills just open up and my frill just like kind of go down and I turn towards Nosalyn and I'm like, Nosalyn, I don't think Sonom is of right mind. We should get going.
Alright.
And you go.
Okay, but out of character, I need to know, is there anything else in the room besides us? Just want to make sure.
No, it's just an empty corridor. It's just a door and
Corridor.
corridor.
Okay, alright then, so as
Two
Velaryn
Pringles.
to Nosalyn, two Pringle tubes. Alright, as Velaryn turns to Nosalyn is like, she's doing the Kubrick stare, you know, where her like head is down, but her eyes are up, so it looks like she's got like that going on there. She's kind of looks like shoulders are less hunched than usual, they're more like kind of loose. She's probably not that vicious looking in comparison though, but she's like, you know, like kind of eyeing Velaryn a little bit. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. If she would have heard Velaryn, no, I don't know anyone's name.
Yeah, no, you got it.
We're gonna call everyone
You got it.
Sonom.
I don't know. Maybe she even would have heard like Sonom snarl and stuff would have turned on her. I don't know.
Okay, well,
Whatever you want.
yeah.
I don't know because it's like.
So evens or odds? Pick who's evens, pick who's odds.
Yeah.
Alright.
You want to eat.
Alright, yeah, so I feel like Nosalyn is the type to really just react to the negative stimuli the most. So she's hearing this little growl behind her, she's totally going to just like turn on Sonom. And
Okay, roll.
I don't know, I think she would use her glaive honestly, and you know, carve out a little bite to eat with that. So yeah. She's got her thing out. She's
Okay, whoever has the fastest dex hits first.
Alright, woo! Mine's 2.
Wait, so we have to roll.
Are we rolling for dex?
No, just tell me who has the fastest base dex.
Oh, okay.
X is 13.
Plus 2.
Okay, so Nosalyn goes first.
Nosalyn goes first.
Yay! Alright then. Yeah. Okay, do I like roll to hit? What do I do?
Roll a hit. Attack her.
Alright, let's do this. Whatever.
Hit me. Hit me. I want you to hit me. I want you to hit me.
I didn't move at all. Alright, whatever. I got a 7 to hit. I doubt that works.
So, you raise your trident, but it gets caught on some of the railing on the side.
You guys clash or something.
As you guys clash, and then, I guess, well,
Do I get to do my second hit then?
yeah. I
Alright.
guess we'll roll initiative, maybe. We'll just roll initiative.
Want to roll initiative?
Yeah, we'll roll initiative.
Alright, so
Oh dear.
the first hit didn't land. We'll just leave it at that. My initiative is 16.
Alright, what'd you get, Velaryn?
Got a 9.
Okay, what is Sonom get? Eight. Okay, wow, alright.
18. It's 1 and 8. Yeah, sorry. Keep on cutting out, I'm sorry.
Alright, so top of the round is Sonom, then Nosalyn.
Okay, but then I'm still doing my second hit, which I'm pretty sure did not hit because I got a 14 to hit.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that makes her armor.
I think it does, right? Wasn't your AC 14?
Sorry, you're cutting out. Can you speak closer to the microphone?
Yeah. See, she put.
Class is 14.
Okay, then I got exactly 14.
Okay, that means it. So you do hit.
Okay, so that's just the butt of my glaive.
Okay.
The butt. You got hit by a butt.
You probably nearby. I hiss at it, and right in time for the butt of the glaive to like punch me.
Yeah, probably. And the butt of the glaive is a 2 plus 1, so I just get 3 damage on you. confess it.
So as you are hit, Sonom, you realize that there's some sort of alien force in your mind that is trying to push itself and exert itself on you. So you can choose to make a wisdom save to try to wrestle from this grasp on your mind.
I hear birds somewhere in the distance and notice among the birds is an alien. So yeah, Sonom will seek to excise it, but with get it out of her head. So I'll make a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Okay. First is a 16 plus 2.
Okay, yeah. So you lunge to, you heft your axe to go and make a cleave, and then you stop just as it's about to hit Nosalyn, as you realize that she is not, that she is a companion and not something you want to eat. But your other friends look quite terrified.
As you see me, like, holding Finn like Shaggy and Scooby.
Yeah, and at this point he's like holding you back. He's just like,
I have a. Can I do an action?
yeah, that's right.
So, thing, or it's probably a strength thing. She probably wants to grab Nosalyn and then ram her against the wall and sort of like shake her, like, because obviously Nosalyn would not attack, right? So it's maybe shake her loose.
Okay.
That sounds like a
check on that.
straight.
That sounds like a grapple. So do a contested strength.
It's time to grapple, baby.
Asshole.
Okay, you win. I'm just gonna say you win, okay?
Okay.
Wait, what did you roll? What did you roll?
I rolled an 18 plus 7.
Okay, yeah, you win.
Strength,
I get
right?
it.
Or is it athletics?
I think it's athletics
Yeah.
for grapple.
Oh,
Yeah.
either way, I'm doomed, dude.
Yeah, you very easily, like, you just like shoulder check Nosalyn into the wall and crush her against it with your weight. And next we have I actually have a bonus action if you want to exert that as well.
Once she like has her pinned to the wall, she sort of like her spins again, but instead of the shriek, it's more of like a clicking sound as she roars in her face, and it's more her voice than anything. So it's like click, 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 rah, like just yelling at her.
Okay, I'm trying to like spook her into calming down.
So if it's an intimidation check, I could probably try that.
Sure, yeah, I'm trying to intimidate her into stillness.
Alright, so that intimidation is +4.
Do I roll anything against
Yeah, do a contested charisma. So do a
gosh.
charisma check.
In case you may have noticed, Nosalyn is not charismatic.
I mean,
Let's do it.
You can roll a
I could on accident, but I won't. I refuse to because I rolled a 7.
I mean, that's good for this instance.
Yes.
That's +4. So that's a 10 plus 14.
Okay, yeah, 14 will win over. Yeah, so you release this guttural clicking roar, and Nosalyn was fighting you, and then it's the roar reverberates through her. She settles down. Next up is Velaryn.
Is she out of her stupor, or is she still?
You can't really tell. Like, you don't know why. You don't know what happened. You just saw them attack each other, and then you saw Sonom roll, like pin her against the wall and roar. Sonom seems back to normal. Nosalyn still seems kind of out of it, just shaken. It's just like, have no slaughter or something.
Kiss me. That works. That'll work great.
Alright, I am going to slam my staff, bonus action cast Shillelagh, and I'm going to try to hit her and make it non-lethal.
Why are you casting Shillelagh?
Because I'm not very strong, I need my magic.
Okay. Yeah. I'll say you can roll and you know, you're probably proficient enough with your magic to withhold it, so you can just do 1 damage.
Oh, there we go, that's 24.
Yes.
As I just like,
Yes.
lucky breaker free.
And Nosalyn, you feel this like basically a, you know, like an anime like finger forehead flick. Yeah. So you also recognize that there is an alien force in your mind trying to take over. So you need to make your wisdom save.
Again. Man.
Oh, you can do it.
You can do it. Does the finger assist you?
That would be nice, but I rolled a 5. So.
You feel the darkness close around your mind again. And then what happens is Finn's just like, don't tell her I did this. And then he goes, whack!
Yay! Little boy slapping. All right.
Boy slapping.
What do I do against that?
I feel like we're all bullying you in this hallway to be yourself.
She deserves it.
You did like 4 points of damage, man, with that slap.
Okay, so I don't roll anything against it, I just get hit.
Yeah, you get hit because you're pinned down.
Alright, sweet.
And
My bad.
you bring his hand out, so you can roll again with advantage because you're familiar with this one.
Alright. I don't know how I'm not rolling it. It's more like I'm dropping the dice, but now I have a 11. So.
Okay, I'll say that.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. You
Great.
shake out of it. Your cheek stings a little bit,
It should.
as it should. You have like a little bit of a bruise on your forehead, and you're being crushed against the wall. Hi, friends.
Okay. Alright then, Nosalyn is just gonna be like, I'm fine now. Just kind of like try to pull herself free again, even though it's probably not the best decision. She's very upset with lots of stuff right now.
Okay.
She's going to just like, I'm fine, I'm
I'll, like-
fine. Please let go.
We'll pull her arm away, and then, like, as soon as you, like, touch down on the ground, just, like, pat, pat, pat.
And she's like, you know, like, I'm thinking of Mulan right now, where they had, I'm sorry, I don't remember a lot of the side characters.
Oh,
the
King
short
of
guy who was
the Rock.
angry, and a little big guy who was
Oh.
happy, trying to hug him, you know?
Oh,
Imagine he's doing something like,
Yeah.
the small one was Yao.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I'm just imagining Yao. This nonsense.
His penis.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
No, that's
Before
actually.
you clamber out of the room.
I think I don't know what that is, but I think maybe that snake is still after us. Because it pierced our minds before. It might be the same thing that's doing it here in this vessel.
Control is all Sonom says. Wants control and to feed.
Yeah, I think it
Feel
uses
hungry.
this, mind manipulation to lure people into its nests and feed on us. I mean, it's not a far cry to think that
Well, what did you guys feel? When you guys were turned? Were you guys yourselves? What did you guys feel at all? say, turn towards Nosalyn and Sonom.
I feel like Nosalyn especially is just gonna absolutely hold in all her feelings, and she's not gonna want to talk about it, and she's just gonna be, well, to be frank, she is not happy with herself having that happen to her again, you know, that useless thing that happens to her all the time. She's not gonna say how she felt. She's just gonna be wanting to push forward again. So she'll say, what matters is it's done. And she's gonna be really short about it. And she's gonna like step away and kind of like catch her breath, I guess. I don't know. She's not gonna start leaving yet though.
Yeah, I totally imagine her just like pressing forward and maybe like shoulder checking someone.
No, I'm not thinking she's like manhandling anyone. She's just gonna like, you know, pull away and just kind of like step away, just kind of gather herself by herself.
It's not unnerving, but just like these two little lights in the dark of her forehead and like the dark of her face. And so she does look at Velaryn and it's just like, great. Tear. Sufficient.
You're very elegant with your words.
I look towards Sonom, I look towards Nosalyn, I look towards Sonom, and I look towards Nosalyn. And I'm like, Nosalyn would probably make more sense. Like, go towards her and be like, look, you don't need to feel bad about what happened. I mean, we're doing this together, and honestly, the more we know about what's happening, the better we'll be prepared for it. So, I mean, if you could help us.
What help would it be? All we need to know is to find it and get it out. She's gonna pull away again.
How it has influenced you, maybe we get a better chance to know how it thinks.
Maybe it doesn't think, so she's getting mad now. She turns and shouts at you. Maybe it doesn't think. Maybe it's just hungry. Maybe it's just trying to get its next meal, and we're all just going to be walking into a trap.
Look, we're in this together.
We may be in this together, but I don't... All right, so she pauses again. She doesn't finish her sentence. She's really good at that. She's going to say something like... I don't want to be the one to have to... I don't want to be the one standing in the way of what we need to do. And it seems that I am just not meant for this mission.
No, Nosalyn, that is far from it. I mean, we wouldn't be where we are without you.
Couldn't have gotten on the ship without you.
You're a great asset to us. And being taken by this beast is not a weakness. We're fighting great forces, and we need to band together with this. We are stronger with you, with you.
Okay, those are nice things you're saying, but Nosalyn's just not hearing it. Sorry. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for being a good friend, Velaryn. Nosalyn, however, is too much in herself, so sorry. I'm supposed to do some sort of like, I don't know, charisma check.
Let's just keep going. You know, pushes open the next door.
Alright.
Bringing up the rear of the group, like, tries to sort of say something as everyone's sort of walking forward, but sort of just... everyone.
I just walk forward. I turn my eyes down and I clutch my earring and say a small prayer. As these depths seem to get darker.
Hi, this is Tiffany, your DM. Thank you for watching Dungeon Damsels. This is not the end of the session, so please stay tuned for the next part. We update on Tuesdays and Saturdays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're interested in supporting us more, please push the subscribe button, like, or comment. We also have a Patreon, wink wink nudge nudge, and our show is in podcast form. You can find us on Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Podbean, Spotify, and plenty of other podcast platforms. Thanks, we hope to hear from you soon.